I've toured more model homes than I can count across California, from entry level to ultra luxury, but I've never walked through anything quite like this. Now, what if I told you there's a builder right here in Folsom Ranch using Japanese precision engineering to create homes that feel less like the typical suburban construction and more like modern sanctuaries? These aren't $1 million custom tucked away on 5-acre type homes. These are production built homes built with engineered timber, exacting standards, and design principles that make everything feel intentional. You'll notice the way the light moves through the space, how quiet the home is when the door closes, and even how the air feels different. Today, we're going to be taking you through both of Shawwood's available model homes, break down exactly what makes this builder so unique, explore the Folsom Ranch community, and show you what's nearby from parks and trails to shopping and schools. And make sure you stick around until the very end, because we're going to be covering pricing, availability, and early buyer incentives that are only available for a limited time. But I do have to warn you, once you see what's behind these walls, it might make you completely change what to expect from new construction in Folsom Ranch.
All right, so the first model that we're going to take you through here today at Shawwood out here in Folsom Ranch is going to be called the Aspen. Now, the Aspen is a gorgeous single-story home. It's 2,960 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom to 4.5 bathroom home. Now, this home has some awesome upgrades throughout it. It really makes you feel like you're living in paradise. Now, as you first come in, you see we've got the high ceilings. We've got this nice kind of grand entryway. They did a nice little bench seating right here. Kind of gives you the vibes like you're not at home, but you're at home. Now, coming off of the entry is going to be the first of the secondary bedrooms. Now, coming back towards the front of the home is going to be the first one we're going to see today. This is a big room. They have it set up like a fitness studio. They've got some built-ins over here. You do have a nice walk-in closet. This bedroom also has its own bathroom, which is really nice. So it's got a stall shower. You've got the toilet and the single vanity sink. Really nice upgrades and features throughout the entire home. You've got a lot of natural light in this bedroom. I love the front windows. I love how they're met at the corner. You got a lot of light coming in from that angle, which is nice. Now, walking back the other way, directly across from that room, is going to be the other secondary bedroom. Now, this is, again, is going to be a big room. Back on that wall is going to be another walk-in closet. You've got two really nice windows that frame the bed. This is still a really big size room. As you can see, this is a queen size bed, and there's plenty of space in here for the big furniture. So you've got a nice dresser over here, plenty of space if you've got little kids to play over right here. And then it has its own bathroom this way. Now, this bathroom is going to have a shower over tub. You've got the toilet, and then you've got this nice big single vanity sink. All right, now leaving those two bedrooms, we're going to walk back down this entryway. It creates a long hallway. As we get to this breaking point, there's going to be kind of a T here. Off to this side is going to be the half bathroom, which is going to be the bathroom that your guests would use. So anytime you've got guests over, maybe for a game night, maybe for a Super Bowl party or Christmas or Thanksgiving or any holidays, this is going to be where all of your guests are going to use. Kind of nice that it's centrally located in the house. We'll go down that hallway a little bit later. Now, as you walk back further, you're going to see this really cool big glass window. This is another little outdoor seating space. We'll check that out in just a minute. But then over on this side, you've got a nice built-in buffet kind of countertop that they did. So you've got two wine fridges on each side. You've got a lot of nice space to store like maybe your Christmas dishes, your nicer china, really a lot of storage over here. And then you've got this nice kind of display cabinet where you could, sometimes maybe do buffet setups over here. Birthday party type stuff could be on this counter. It's really nice. Still big open walkway. And then as you come towards the back of the home, this is going to be kind of that great room living space. So you can see a lot of design detail went into this home. You've got gorgeous beamwork up top. You've got really nice tile floors. You've got a beautiful fireplace with a marble backsplash with a ledge spot where you can sit in by the fireplace. And then you've got really nice lighted shelves, built-in bookcase style over there. And then the really cool feature about this is its big sliding doors. So you've got a stacked slider on that side. You've got another stacked slider over here. So this is a really cool kind of outdoor space where you can come, maybe sit outside, enjoy a book, enjoy some afternoon work. If you want, you could close this off. It could kind of be your own little sanctuary right here. It's really nice. They put in a little fire pit back there that turns on from the side, so that is an electric fire pit. It's nice that you don't have to worry about lighting it or anything like that. And then just kind of a really cool Zen area right here. Heck, if you wanted to do outdoor yoga, this would be the spot to do it. Now, as you come back into the home, this is going to be the kitchen area and the dining area. So the dining area is gonna face out towards the back. We've got another big stacked slider that gives you that indoor-outdoor entertaining space. But then let's go this way and check out the kitchen. Now, you've got really nice features in here. You've got gorgeous waterfall countertops. You've got a nice big stainless steel double sink. If you're into the double sink thing, they have that here. You've got nice upgrades and features on your appliances. Over here, you've got GE Cafe appliances, a really nice hood. You've got a nice dishwasher right here. And then coming back this way, you've got your big refrigerator. You've got the cafe drawer microwave. These things are super cool. It's not on, but I'd show you. But when this thing works, you push a button and it slides out like a drawer and then closes back in. It's a pretty cool feature. And then coming back this way, you've got your dual ovens. And then you've got another little prep space right here, a nice little kitchen sink. This is the perfect spot because if you've got a big family, maybe you've got kiddos, you make dinner for everyone, you tell everyone, dump your dishes back here, they're out of the way, your kitchen still looks nice and clean, and then you've got another dishwasher back here, easy to make sure you're getting everything done. So I love the two dishwashers, especially if you're a big entertaining family. It makes it easy to get through all of the dishes when everybody's over. Then coming back here, this is probably my favorite thing. I love this pantry. I love the built-ins they did to kind of show you what you can do. You've got really nice cabinetry, drawers. They've got kind of showed you some of the pull-out style that you can do, but it's definitely a big enough space to store all of your things, to store all of the Costco things, to store your air fryer, your mixer. All the gadgets can live in this space so they don't have to live on your kitchen counters. All right, now as we're leaving the kitchen, we're gonna walk back this way. This house is kind of a big circle. Now, towards the back corner of the home is gonna be another room. Now, this is the potential fourth bedroom. So they kind of have it set up as like an office meeting area because this model home, the garage is where the sales office is. So I'm sure they do a lot of consultations and meetings in here, but this is where your potential fourth bedroom would be. So this could either be an office setup like what you're seeing, or it could be a bedroom and then they would throw up another closet. But again, plenty of space in here, definitely big enough. It's kind of nice that this bedroom is away from everything else. So this might be a good bedroom for maybe an in-law, maybe an older teenager. It's away from everything else. It's gonna be a little bit quieter. Or if you need an in-home office, this would be the perfect spot because it's away from all of the other noise in the rest of the house. Now, down this way is gonna be your entrance in from the garage. There's a little landing spot back there as well. Then coming further into this is gonna be your laundry room. So it's kind of centrally located back towards the front of the home. This door over here is gonna be another little linen closet or storage closet. Then you're gonna have plenty of space. You've got the big washer and dryer right here. You've got nice cabinetry. And then over here, you do have the sink with a little bit of space for folding as well if you're one of those people who likes to fold in your laundry room. The other thing I really like about this home, and they really thought through all of the different details, a lot of builders, you would see them slap a normal door on this, so then you're juggling around that door in this hallway. They put pocket doors in this house, so it kind of closes everything off without disrupting the space of either the laundry room or the hallway. So that's a really nice detail they added. All right, now we're gonna walk back towards the back corner of the home and we're gonna check out that primary suite. All right, now the primary suite is gonna be behind the living room area over here before we get in there. This is gonna be your coat closet. It's a little bit further away from the entry point of the house, but you do have a spot to hang all of the coats and everything. And then coming back into the corner, this is going to be your primary bedroom. You've got big windows that are gonna face towards the back of the home. So if you're sitting on a lot that has a view, you're gonna be able to see out and see the view of Folsom. And on a clear day, We have been out here when it's been clear before. You can see all the way off in the distance. You can see downtown Sacramento, which is pretty cool. Now coming back into the primary bathroom, again, there is a pocket door here. It closes everything off. So if you've got a spouse sleeping and one trying to get ready, nice that this closes off. All right, and then as you walk into this space, this is gonna be another linen closet. Perfect spot to store all of your towels actually in the bathroom. You've got his and hers vanity sinks. A lot of nice attention to detail. You've got a gorgeous tile wall that's gonna frame this back spot. It kind of carries over the design theme. And then coming back, you've got the big, nice tub, soaking tub. You've got a big walk-in shower, perfect for if you're someone who maybe you struggle with the lip on a shower. This thing goes all the way to the ground. It's solid. You can actually walk in, roll yourself in, and if you need ADA accessibility, which is really nice. And then over here is gonna be your water closet. And then coming back even further is going to be the primary closet. Now this primary closet is huge. It's pretty big. You've got tons of space in here to hang everything you need. Definitely a lot of little space over there for all of his stuff. Now this closet is pretty nice, but you're definitely want to stick around and check out the master closet in the next home. It's probably one of my favorites that we've ever seen. Last thing before we finish off with this house is you have to see this amazing backyard. So even though it's a single story home, they still gave you a really cool outdoor patio space that spans almost the entire length of the home. It's covered, it's got lighting, it's got nice design features with the wood ceiling that kind of carries in from the inside to the outside. Just really, really thoughtful design. And you can see just how decently sized these backyards are. If you wanted to do a small pool back here, you probably could, but they did a really nice design feature with the waterfall, which I absolutely love. And then you can see the views of Folsom back towards the back. Now, before we jump into the next model, if this is your first time to the channel, we are Lauren and Lance with the Living in Sacramento team, where we make videos for you guys all about what it's like living and moving to the Sacramento area. Now, on top of making these videos, we are also licensed real estate agents in the state of California, which means that as much as we love making these videos, we actually love helping you more with all of your real estate needs. It doesn't matter if you're 9 days, 90 days, or 9 months out. Shoot us a call or a text so we can help start the process and develop the best game plan that's right for you. Now let's talk about where we actually are, because trust me, there's a reason why Folsom Ranch has become one of the most talked about master plan communities in the entire Sacramento metro. Now Folsom Ranch isn't just another neighborhood, it's a city-sized vision that's being built from the ground up. Strategically designed for long-term living, walkability, nature, schools, shopping, and modern infrastructure. When it's fully built out, it's projected to add over 11,000 homes to the city of Folsom. That's just how big Folsom Ranch is. But don't let that number scare you. It's being done right. Folsom Ranch is located in the southeastern section of Folsom, just off of Highway 50 and East Bidwell. You've got quick freeway access, making it ideal for commuters headed toward Rancho Cordova, Sacramento, or even El Dorado Hills. Yet you're inside the community. It feels calm, open, and inviting. You've got rolling hills, brand new infrastructure, beautifully landscaped medians, wide bike lanes, and a thoughtfully planned network of neighborhoods, parks, and commercial areas. And for those of you unfamiliar with Folsom, this city is consistently ranked as one of the top places to live in California. You've got a historic downtown with Gold Rush charm, the beautiful Folsom Lake and Lake Natoma just a short drive away, and some of the best public schools in all of this region. This is the community that really checks all the boxes, whether you're a young professional, growing family, or downsizing into something simpler and smarter. Here in Folsom Ranch specifically, you're close to everything. You've got Costco less than 5 minutes away. You've got the Palladio, which is a gorgeous outdoor shopping and entertainment center with high-end retail, Whole Foods, movie theaters, restaurants, and even seasonal events. For families, Folsom Ranch is zoned to the highly rated Folsom Cordova Unified School District. Schools like Mangini Ranch Elementary and Folsom High School are already some of the top performing schools in the region. And there are brand new campuses being built right here within the ranch. All right, now let's talk lifestyle, because this is where Folsom Ranch really shines. There are dozens of acres of parks already completed or in progress, including community playgrounds, sports fields, green belts, and paved walking and biking trails that wind through these amazing neighborhoods. Now, if you love staying active outdoors, you're gonna be spoiled here. And for commuters or work from homers who need internet speed, yes, this community is being built with fiber optic infrastructure, so you're not stuck with spotty signals or outdated cables. Another big plus, you're only 10 minutes away from Intel's campus and the Folsom Lake College system, which makes this a smart buy, not only for lifestyle, but for potential appreciation. Now, there's something most people don't realize about Folsom Ranch. It's one of the only areas in the Sacramento region where you can still buy brand new homes from multiple builders. You've got Taylor Morrison, TriPoint, KB Homes, Lennar, Woodside, and now Shawwood. But what makes Shawwood different, what sets them apart, isn't just the design or the floor plans, it's the philosophy behind the homes here. Their builds feel calmer, quieter, cleaner. They're engineered like a piece of fine furniture, precise, solid, and timeless. And let me tell you, you can live anywhere in Folsom Ranch, but when you walk through one of these Shawwood homes, you'll feel the difference immediately. The moment you step inside, there's this sense of calm, and you can't always explain it, but you definitely notice it. So stay with us, because in just a minute, we're gonna take you through the second Shawwood model and show you even more of what makes this builder so special. Then at the very end of the video, we're gonna dive into pricing, availability, and the limited time incentives Shawwood is offering right now. And let's just say, if you're watching this at the right time, you might be one of the lucky few who gets in before word really spreads. Now let's head over to that next home.
All right, and this last and final house that we're gonna take you through out here at Shawwood in Folsom Ranch is gonna be their Hazel floor plan. Now this is gonna be their 4,300 square foot floor plan. It's gonna be a 5-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom. It's gonna have an in-law suite. It's going to have a prep kitchen. It's going to have all the bells and whistles. It's even gonna have something that we've never seen before. And I know we always tell you guys that when we come out here to Folsom Ranch, but it's gonna have something that's super cool. Now coming back here, we're gonna have access to that in-law suite. Now I know a lot of times you guys reach out to us and you guys ask us that question of what are some of the best next gen suites or some of the in-law suites that we have. Now this one's going to be one of my favorites. As we come in here a little bit further, you are going to have exterior access that's going to be behind you. Over here, you're going to have a washer and a dryer all the way over there in the corner. You're going to have a nice kitchen area. It's going to have a lot of your basic essentials. So you're going to have a profiled microwave. You're going to have nice counter space, but you are going to have a nice little half fridge that's going to have accessibility, so you can just have some of your kind of basic necessities and basic essentials. But the nice thing is having the availability to have a stackable washer and dryer in here, and you have plenty of cooktop space. You know, you have a sectional couch over here, and then most likely on that wall over there, you're probably going to put your television. But again, a nice cozy unit that allows you to kind of rent this out if you want to, or if you have those college kids or you have the parents that are going to be living with you, this provides you with a great option for that. Now coming back over this way, you're going to have the bedroom. Now this bedroom is actually going to be a lot bigger than what we've seen in a lot of those in-laws units. Back over here behind me, you're going to have a full bathroom with shower, vanity sink, and then over here to my left, you're going to have a full walk-in closet. Now keep in mind, it's going to be a great space to have you guys for college kids that haven't left the home yet, or if you guys are in that season of life where maybe you have one or both of your parents. This gives you an opportunity to have them live with you without having to put them in a home. All right, now coming back into the main entryway of the home, the thing I love most about this home is you have a nice open entryway and you have very tall ceilings in this home. So you have a lot of open space in here that's gonna be really nice for entertaining. It's gonna be really nice for those family gatherings around Christmas time. Over here to my right, to your left, is going to be access to the garage. So you are gonna have a bigger oversized 3-car garage in here. This home's gonna have solar panels, it's gonna have backup batteries. This home's gonna have a lot of tech that makes this home super unique. The thing I love right here, you're gonna have a nice little landing zone coming in from the garage. So you can store your shoes here, you can store your purses, your backpacks, everything that you don't wanna have trekking around throughout the house. And then back over here, you're gonna have a half bathroom. So this is gonna be the bathroom that's gonna service all of your guests that are gonna come over for any type of entertainment purposes, Christmas, family gatherings, things like that. Now, coming into this main part of the house is going to be the great living room area. Now this is going to be really nice. You have a lot of open space in between the kitchen, the living room, and then the formal dining room that's going to be over in the corner. So you're not going to have a traditional formal dining room like you normally have in some of the homes at this price point, but you are going to have plenty of space in here. So coming over to the kitchen first, the thing I love a lot about this kitchen is going to be this nice wood cabinetry. We're starting to see it come back into style. It's really cool seeing these builders bring this back. You're gonna have a nice full built-in refrigerator. You're gonna have really pretty stone countertops. You're gonna have double ovens, warming drawers. You're gonna have a full range over here to your left. But the thing I love most about this is you're gonna have this full prep kitchen. So you're gonna have another stovetop back here. You're gonna have a vented hood, more cabinetry. You're gonna have a prep sink back here, another refrigerator, another dishwasher, and one of Lauren's favorites, you're gonna have this nice big walk-in pantry. So plenty of space, plenty of storage, you know, more storage than a family probably needs, but it's all gonna be tucked back behind that nice little door. So your kitchen is gonna stay nice. It's gonna be ready for show, but you're gonna have all the prep stuff back here, which is gonna be super cool. Now again, a gorgeous kitchen. You got the two-tone cabinetry. So you got the dark cabinets on the island. You've got the light cabinets on the exterior perimeter of the kitchen. You've got a beautiful range gas appliances here. I know how much you guys love your gas appliances. You know, kitchen sink across from that. Beautiful. Everything's designed and meticulously crafted. Now at the end of this cabinetry, you also have the option for like a wine fridge, more cabinetry, more space. But the nice thing about this kitchen is it's going to look for show most of the time when you guys have your friends, family, guests over. All the prep, all the mess is going to be behind that in the prep kitchen. So super cool, super nice feature that they have. Now coming over here to the dining room is going to be towards the back of the home. And as you can see, towards the back of this, you're going to have some spectacular views of Folsom Ranch. So where this particular development sits, it's going to sit up on the hill side of Folsom Ranch. So some of these homes are going to have spectacular views, especially in the evening time when the sun sets. You're going to have killer sunsets out here that you'll be able to kind of sit back in your backyard, drink a glass of wine. It's going to be awesome. Now, the cool thing about this dining room is you do have a slider access into your backyard, as well as having a slider access off of the great room. So you're gonna get a lot of natural light, a lot of openness, a lot of space, but wait till you see what we're about to show you here next. So another little kind of attention to detail, right here on the end of the cabinet, you are gonna have a little spot for, you know, dog bowls, which is just super unique that they thought about this. But, you know, you're gonna have a nice wall of sliding glass doors that are gonna open up to this back open space. We're gonna go out there in a second or at the end of this, but you've got this nice, cool, open living room concept. It's gonna go straight up towards the second story. We're gonna take you through all the bedrooms and the extra office that's upstairs, the master primary suite. But the thing that I love most about this particular house, and this is just a super cool attention to detail. So you kind of have this nice landing area that's in between the first and second floors. But as you come in, they're gonna have this little open space that they kind of created for the little ones, right? Which is super cool. And then the other thing that I absolutely love is they put a little hideaway bookshelf. I've always wanted to live in a house that had a hideaway bookshelf, but it's just super cool, super thoughtful. Usually most of the time when we take you guys into these model homes, the kids find the Harry Potter room or the under the stairs storage. This is just a great example of taking that space and actually designing it for something that's better than just under the stairs storage. Now coming up here, this is gonna be kind of that landing. They've got it set up with a couple of nice, you know, seating area, you know, bookshelf, coffee, record player, but you know, it's gonna be a cool little spot. Now up here on the top level, you are gonna have awesome views down to your main living room area. This first hallway right here is going to branch off to most of your bedrooms. You're gonna have a full bathroom, a linen closet that's gonna be right outside. Now this first bedroom is gonna be one of the only bedrooms in the house that doesn't have its own full bathroom, but you do have the full bathroom that's right outside of the hallway, again with the linen cabinet, but you do have nice tall 14-foot ceilings, lots of space in here. These bedrooms are gonna be towards the front of the house. Really nice, really big room, plenty of space. This has some big furniture in here, but when you have a little bit more realistic furniture for a kid, it probably would be plenty of play space for them to hang out in their room, do what they need to do. But let's go check out some of these other rooms. house. Now, directly across the hall from that bedroom, you're gonna have another one of your secondary bedrooms. Now, to my left is going to be an in-suite bathroom for this bedroom, so that's gonna be kind of nice, especially as those teenagers, they start getting older. It's always nice to have your own space to do your makeup or your own space to get ready in the morning. Where Lauren's standing, where the camera is at, is going to be a full walk-in closet. And then over here is gonna be a bedroom that's gonna somewhat mirror the other space, except you're just not gonna have an ensuite bathroom attached to this. So again, you have the nice tall ceilings. The front windows are gonna let in a lot of natural light. You also have a side window over here that's gonna let in some natural light, but nice big windows. And then this is also gonna be facing towards the front of the house, directly above one of the garages. All right, now walking down this kind of catwalk area, again, to my right, you're gonna see down to the main living area. Now, this is kind of one of those things that we usually see in a Woodside home. Now, Shawwood is a division of Woodside, but it's gonna be that glass enclosed office. Now, most times people probably aren't gonna put this glass here, but it does show you what you can have done if you wanna have kind of a nice enclosed office space. It's gonna be a section, they have it built out with some cabinetries, a seated desk for maybe dual kids that are wanting to do homework, but it is gonna be nice, it's gonna be enclosed, and it is gonna be soundproof, so you're not gonna have to deal with some of that stuff. Coming down towards the other side of the front of the house over the other third car stall, you're gonna have your laundry room that's gonna be over here on my left, your right. Now this is gonna be a super deep laundry room. The other thing that's really nice about this laundry room in here as well too, is it's also going to provide access into the primary suite, or where we started this video at, which is gonna be the main master closet. So lots of good cabinets, lots of good storage. You got option for a sink, uppers, lowers, and then you're gonna have your laundry and washer and dryer down there at the end. Now coming in at the end of the hall is gonna be one of the last secondary bedrooms. So this is gonna be that fifth bedroom. You're gonna have a walk-in closet over on this side of the room. This is probably, in my opinion, gonna be the biggest room out of the upstairs secondary bedrooms, but lots of space. You're also gonna have a couple of the things that we haven't talked about, but you're also gonna see kind of those side air vents, which are gonna be a better disbursement of air from the HVAC system. Nice tall ceilings. And then this one is also going to have its own bathroom attached to this as well too. Now, proximity wise, this is gonna be towards the front of the house. This is also gonna be above one of the third car stalls that's not gonna have access into the house. That's gonna be on the upper side of that in-law suite. So big room, big space, lot of space in here. All right, now walking across from those on the opposite side of the house is going to be the primary bedroom. Now this primary bedroom is going to be pretty awesome. Lauren's backing up so she doesn't trip over stuff, but this one is going to have not only the primary suite, not only a killer primary bathroom, but you're also gonna have this gorgeous sitting room that's going to have big, lots of natural light, 4 windows, a slider. It's also gonna be attached to this back patio that's gonna be off of the back of the house. Now, this is gonna be one of those examples of their engineering, their construction, their design, and how it just flows. So you're gonna have some cabinets in here, some sitting area, but definitely a nice spot to collect your thoughts, to journal, to maybe even do some work. You could put a desk in here if you needed the extra space, but just a really cool concept for a really cool sitting room. Now over here is going to be a slider that's gonna take you over to a back patio where you can kind of sit out there, you can enjoy your glass of wine, check out some of the killer views, actually be up a little bit higher than even the views you're gonna see from your backyard at the end of this. And then across from this sitting room is going to be the primary bathroom. Also enjoy that UV10 that we get today because it's 95 degrees today, a little hot, but this bathroom is gonna be spectacular. So you're gonna have split vanity sinks, definitely nice when you've got the his and hers mess that's gonna be separated, but you've got the nice backlit mirrors, you've got the giant soaking tub that's meant to be the centerpiece in this bathroom, a gorgeous shower that you have a walk-in opportunity to. All of it's designed and done, the marble, the backing, the countertops, it all matches and it all flows. You have a water closet over here that you can close, but definitely this space is meant to be open, it's meant to be airy, and it's meant to be light. Walking into this area, you're gonna have your closet. Now this closet is gonna be pretty awesome. It's gonna be one all-in-one closet, but you've got some examples of what a closet could look like with some of the built-in cabinetry, a chandelier in your closet. I don't know why you need a chandelier, but you've got the drawers, you've got the stacking stuff. And you've got access into the laundry room, which is always a great concept, especially when, you know, the parents are the ones that are primarily doing a lot of the laundry in the house. It's always nice when you can just make it super quick and super easy. So make sure you stick around, because at the very end of this video, we're going to be touching on the pricing. We're going to be touching on the incentives. We're going to be touching on some of the stuff that they're offering here and wrapping this video up. Now, one more thing that I wanted to touch on is going to be this backyard. Now, obviously a lot of the newer construction homes aren't going to have, you know, a backyard that's going to be done completely like this, but you are going to have the covered patio, which is always a really nice feature. And then a lot of these homes are going to have some killer views. So it's just one of those things to kind of keep into mind, you know, like, yeah, this particular house has a view of the freeway, but a lot of these homes, especially as you get a little bit more inland, are going to have some killer or spectacular views. All right, so before we jump into the next section, let's go ahead and jump in here on the map real quick. Let's talk a little bit about where Shawwood is at as it relates to the map, where it's at in proximity to maybe some of the school districts, some of the shopping, some of the things that you guys are gonna utilize on a day-to-day basis. So pivoting over here to the map, we've got Folsom up here. Now, it's outlined in red. Over here to the north, you're gonna have Folsom Lake. Over here to the west, you're gonna have Orangevale, places like Fair Oaks. You're gonna have Lake Natoma, which you hear us talk about on the channel all the time. To the east, you're gonna have El Dorado Hills. You are gonna have Highway 50 that is going to be running kind of through the middle of Folsom, or separating the old Folsom from the new Folsom, or all the kind of Folsom Ranch. So where the Shawwood community is gonna be located at is going to be right here off of Dahone Circle. So the new models are gonna be up there. They're gonna have all the lots that are gonna be built up on that ridge. But it's really nice. This is where you're gonna see that crest of going up into the Sierra Nevada foothills. So as you're traveling east up Highway 50 towards Placerville and Shingle Springs and Cameron Park, this is where you start to get some of that hilly terrain going into El Dorado Hills. So you are gonna have some pretty killer views out here as well. But the nice thing is where Folsom Ranch is located in proximity to some of the shopping in Folsom, you're gonna have a lot of stuff that's gonna be really close by. So breaking down Folsom Ranch a little bit more. So sometimes people try not to leave their community a whole lot. Now on the Folsom Ranch side, on the south of 50 side, you are going to have a new kind of shopping center that's just opened up. It's gonna have a gas station. It's gonna have a sandwich spot. It's going to have Slice House. It's going to have a coffee shop, Starbucks, gas station. So not a whole lot going on the south of 50 side. You are going to have 2 elementary schools that are already opened up on the Folsom Ranch side. You're going to have Alder Creek Elementary, which is going to be the newer of the 2 elementary schools. And then you are going to have Mangini Elementary, which is going to be down here towards the south. Now, both of these schools are dealing with a lot of younger families that are moving into the Folsom Ranch area. So sometimes these schools can be a little impacted. So keep that in mind. Make sure you reach out to Folsom Cordova Unified School District just to see how things are going. There is that situation where, you know, you might have one kid that goes to Mangini and you might have another kid that goes to Alder Ranch because they are so impacted right now. So keep that in mind. They are getting ready to probably build a 3rd elementary school out here because of the impact and because of so many younger families that are moving to this area. They will have a new middle school that's going to be out here, and they will have a newer high school. Now, thankfully enough, if your kids are a little bit older and you're living in the Folsom Ranch section, you're going to have 2 options for your high school right now. You're going to have 2 options for your middle school. So the 2 options for your high school are going to be Vista Del Lago, which is going to be over off of Broadstone Parkway. And then you're also going to have Folsom High School, which is going to be down here off of Iron Point Road in Prairie City. Now, those are going to be your 2 options for high school. Then a little bit further north, you are going to have Folsom Middle School, which is going to be over off of Blue Ravine Road. And then you're also going to have Sutter Middle School, which is going to be located over kind of back by Riley. So, you know, those middle schools are going to be a little bit further away from Folsom Ranch. The high schools, thankfully enough, are pretty close, but you are going to have to deal with that for the short term being. Now, the one thing that I love about Folsom Ranch and that I love about where this set of new construction homes are being built, a lot of times one of your guys' biggest complaints to newer construction communities is that they are so far to the outskirts of town that there's just not a whole lot of amenities. Roseville's a little bit better at this. Folsom, I think, in my opinion, is going to be some of the best, because the nice thing is from where a lot of this new construction is happening on the south side of 50, you are going to have a lot of stuff that's just going to be on the north side of the freeway. So if we go north just to the other side of Highway 50, you're going to have the Palladio, you're going to have Costco, you're going to have Sam's Club, you're going to have a ton of different shopping options. So just on the east side, you're going to have a Costco wholesale right over here. You're also going to have a Lifetime Fitness, one of 3 Lifetime locations in the entire Sacramento area. And then just on the west side of East Bidwell, you're going to have a Sam's Club down here. You're going to have the Palladio, which is going to be really kind of that whole section. You're going to have a ton of grocery stores, Bel Air. You're going to have Whole Foods down here. So really, in my opinion, where Folsom Ranch is located at, you're going to have a lot of access to a lot of really good shopping. The other thing that's really nice about where Folsom Ranch is located is you're going to have easy access to Highway 50 if you want to get down into downtown Sacramento going west, especially for some of you guys who are working at some of the hospital systems. That's going to be a nice, easy, quick access to Highway 50, and you'll be down in downtown Sacramento in probably about 30-35 minutes. Now, if you want to go east and you want to go up towards Lake Tahoe, you're probably going to be on the mountain skiing in probably about an hour and a half. Now, in relationship to the international airport, that's going to be probably the one thing that's probably not going to be the most convenient from this side of Folsom Ranch. If you have to do a lot of airport travel, right now we're filming this on a weekend day, so it's only about 40 minutes, about 37 miles, but you deal with this during a commuting traffic, or you deal with this on a Monday through Friday, you're going to be dealing with a lot of traffic going to and from the airport. I know we did one for some clients that were moving to Rancho. It was about a 45-minute drive just from the international airport to Rancho Cordova. So you've got to cut through downtown Sacramento, and then you've got to go through the other side of downtown Sacramento. So definitely not the most ideal if you're going to be a frequent traveler for airport, but still you're about a 40 to maybe a 60-minute drive from Folsom Ranch to the airport. Now, the other two things that a lot of people really like to do in this area is going to be all of the outdoor activities at Folsom Lake or at Lake Natoma. Now, Folsom Lake is going to be more of your power boating. You can go camping out there, you can go hiking out there. There's a lot of really cool trails for mountain biking. That's going to be about 20 minutes away. So you're all the way on the south side. There's going to be a couple of ways to get over to, Browns Ravine, or you can go to Beals Point in Granite Bay, but that's going to be about 20 minutes away. And then the other thing that a lot of people really like to do is they love to go down to Lake Natoma. Now, Lake Natoma is going to be this little small lake that's going to be over here to the left or to the west of Folsom Lake, but that is going to take you about 14-15 minutes to get to Lake Natoma. So you have a lot of really good water sports activities that you can do in the summertime. You're quick to get up the Highway 50 towards South Lake Tahoe in the wintertime. If you want to go do any of that stuff, you have Heavenly on this side, you have Sierra Tahoe on this side, and you have Kirkwood over off of Highway 88. So you have a lot of options for ski resorts on the 50 side. If you want to go to the north side, you want to do any of the other ski resorts, it's probably going to take you an extra 20 or 30 minutes to get across town to get to the 80 freeway. So just keep that in mind. We always know that you guys love getting some proximity about where things are at. But the other thing that I also wanted to touch on real quick is going to be East Bidwell. It's going to be this main road from Folsom Ranch all the way over to Sutter Street. So East Bidwell is going to be the main thoroughfare that's going to take you all the way into Old Folsom, and so that's going to be the main strip. It's going to have all your grocery stores, all of your shopping, your Lowe's, your Home Depot, your Target. You can pretty much take East Bidwell from South Folsom all the way to North Folsom, and you're going to see everything. You're going to have a hospital up here, Mercy Hospital. You're going to have a lot of different things there, but we know how much you guys love seeing these map tours and seeing how everything kind of breaks down. Now, keep that in mind if you're thinking about making the move to Folsom Ranch or Shawwood specifically, or heck, any of the other developments that are out there in Folsom Ranch. These are always important things to consider and think about if you're thinking about making the move to the Folsom area. Now, before we jump into some of the pricing and details about this community, comment down below and let us know which house that you liked best out of the two that we showed you today. All right, now let's talk numbers. Right now, Shawwood homes in Folsom Ranch are gonna be priced starting right now at $1.2 million for a dirt lot where you can completely customize a home that's got some of the best engineering that we've seen around in the greater Sacramento metro. So their smallest floor plan is going to be a 2960 square foot home. It's gonna be their Aspen floor plan. That's gonna be a 3 to 4 bedroom home, 3 to 4.5 bathrooms, 3-car garage. That one's gonna be starting right now at 1.295. Then from there, you're gonna have the birch floor plan, which is gonna be 3685 square feet, 4 to 5 bedroom, 4.5 to 5 bathroom with a covered patio, a first floor primary, and a 3-car tandem garage. That one from dirt is gonna start off at 1.379. You're gonna have their cedar floor plan, which is gonna be 3937 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, first floor guest ensuite, covered patio, 3-car split garage with plenty of storage. That one's going to start you at 1.459. And then the last one, which is gonna be the biggest one that we just finished showing you, which is gonna be their Hazel floor plan. That one's gonna be a 4,359 square foot home, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, prep kitchen, first floor guest suite, stair landing, and the kid fort beneath. And that one's gonna be starting at 1.569. So these are gonna be some fantastic and amazing homes. Now, right now they are offering limited time incentives, including possible closing cost upgrades, rate buy down. So they do have some quick move-in lots that are definitely gonna be more negotiable than the dirt lots.
Now listen, there's no doubt that Shawwood is doing something special here. These homes are unlike anything being built in the Sacramento area right now, but as impressive as this product is, we want to give you a real world reminder that the friendly sales rep in the model home, they work for the builder, not for you. Their job is to sell the builder's product, and sometimes that means glossing over the things that matter the most to you. They're trained to present the home in the best possible light, but they may not bring up things like future phases, lot premiums, builder delays, or the trade-offs between plans that could make or break your experience. And here's the truth. Yes, Shawwood might be the perfect fit for your family, but there also might be another builder, another plan, or even a different lot in the same community that fits your needs better. Whether that's better pricing, better schools, or better long-term appreciation. That's why it's absolutely critical to have someone like us with you from the very beginning. We're not here to push a product, we're here to guide you through the process, ask the tough questions, and make sure that this is the right decision for you and your family.
We've helped dozens of clients successfully purchase new construction homes in Folsom Ranch, and we know how to navigate the contracts, time a contingent sale, negotiate closing cost credits, and even get you incentives that you may not hear about from the sales office. So if you're thinking about buying a home in Folsom Ranch or anywhere in the greater Sacramento area, don't walk into the model homes alone. So regardless if you're 9 days, 90 days, or 9 months away from wanting to make a move to the greater Sacramento metro area, that phone number should be popping up. We are the ones that answer every phone call, email, and text message, and we absolutely love it when you guys reach out to us. So give us a phone call, shoot us a text, or send us that email, or better yet, book that one-on-one Zoom call so we can go over the best game plan and strategy to help you guys make the move to the greater Sacramento metro.